Okay, so welcome to AC202. If you look at the syllabus, you can see the course description. And, you know, we're going to be looking at a lot of the accounts in a lot more detail in this course. In AC201, you'll learn the basic format of all the financial statements and how to put them together. Now, it's more of an in-depth study of that. What items are we going to put in each classification on our financial statements? How do we come up with the dollar amounts to report? Disclosures, you know, things like that. And so it's just a lot more detail than you've had. Okay, so the main goals of this course, you know, you have to ask yourself, why are you taking the course? Probably for employment goals, or maybe you're planning to transfer. So my goal for this course is to help you to develop the skills that you need to accomplish whatever your goal might be. And that's basically, you need to develop the ability to come up with to deal with confusing problems or situations. You have to figure out how to break any problem down into manageable parts, and then analyze what needs to be done to solve them. And finally, to communicate your findings in writing and orally. So you need to be able to talk about things in an understandable way to communicate accounting. And you need to develop the time management skills to do all this. So as far as employment goes, I've got a friend, John, at Samet & Company, and he's always looking for people. The main thing is, he doesn't say, oh, can they do journal entries? He's assuming if they've come out of an accounting program that they can do the basic accounting. What he's really looking for is people who can get along with others, who can communicate, and are good at communicating with various clients, because a lot of accounting is not sitting there making journal entries, it's talking to people and explaining to them, why can't I do this? Why can't I do that? And he's looking for problem-solving skills and those who get the work done. So ability to solve problems, communication skills, and motivated time management skills. These are the things that hopefully this course will help you develop. And so how do we do this? Okay, so you're supposed to read the material in the textbook, and to help you do that, there's a lot of resources on Blackboard. There's a section in the introduction to each chapter on what you need to know. There's questions at the end of each chapter in the book that are helpful if you do them as you go along. That helps you to understand all the terminology. And they both help you focus on things you need to know. So reading the book, do the assigned homework. I say preferably on Excel. For very few students, doing it on Wiley Plus works better. But I'd say it's probably about 1/4 of the students can learn things successfully through Wiley Plus. The assigned homework are kind of a minimum you need to do. To really understand it, you need to do more than is assigned. When I took intermediate accounting, I had to do everything. I did all the questions, I did all the brief exercises, all the exercises and all the problems, and then it began to sink in. Okay, so I was a philosophy major, but anyway, so do as much as you need to do to understand the material. I can't assign it all, it'd just be totally unreasonable. Okay. Wiley Plus is a great resource for each chapter. There's all kinds of games you can play on that. They provide videos. Oh yeah, that's another thing. My videos are very not professional, so if you want professional videos, Wiley Plus is your place to go, okay? Okay, so the problem-solving part of what, training would come, a lot of the homework problems, you do have to take them apart and put them together again, and that's part of what you need to know for, being successful in a workplace. Also, for passing the CPA exam. The most recent CPA exam is a lot more based on critical thinking than on memorization. So problem solving is not a bad thing. Okay, time management. That means keeping up with the pace of the assignments. For if you're on campus, it means coming to class, treating it as though it were a business meeting, getting here, participating, all of that good stuff. For online, it's keeping up with the work and making sure that the communication is open if you're having problems. Okay, communication, I do require just 2 cases be presented. 5 to 10 minutes, not a big deal, but it's an important thing. It's just take a topic of interest to you related to accounting. It can be an accounting scandal, it can be, we'll talk more about that. But that is the communication piece of the course. Okay, you also have 4 exams and a cumulative final exam. Okay, so you need to start with the orientation. Make sure you do read the syllabus. It tells you sort of the rules of the game here, and it tells you exactly how things are set up. And then if you have questions on anything, let me know. Okay, now is there anything else I was supposed to talk about here? I think we're good. Okay, so that's it for the sort of introduction to the course. I'll let you work through things and get back to me if you have questions.